Welcome back. You're listening to Honest to God on AM 1160 The Quest, Atlanta's Catholic Radio. This is Mary's Garden. This is actually our 200th episode of Honest to God. So everyone give it up for our 200th episode. So exciting. So exciting to be here. I'm sure that the Lord has just done so many things through Honest to God. So we are grateful that you have been along for the journey. Today, we wanted to talk about, would Mary wear a bikini? Very jarring question. Honestly, when I saw this come across my laptop, I was like, oh, okay, I'm uncomfortable. But really we want, our objective is to really break open this topic of modesty, what modesty is, and how we as Catholic women can apply that to our lives. So I think if we're thinking of would Mary wear a bikini? Obviously, this is the stuff of the, what am I saying?
Satirical.
Yeah.
We're not being super serious about it.
But really the objective is to go into modesty. But before we get started, I'm going to pass it off to Autumn to open us up in a little prayer.
All right. Okay. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, we just ask that you come over every woman who is listening to this podcast, or man, but especially the women, that you just fill our hearts with your love, with your will for us, and your knowing of our identity as your daughters, as your princesses, because we are princesses of the King. That you just show us our dignity and our identity in you, and that we may know how much we are loved by you, and how that we can share that with others, and our uniqueness and our femininity. And so we thank you and we praise you, and amen.
Amen.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Amen. Would Mary wear a bikini? Okay, I think, honestly, if we're going to talk about would Mary wear a bikini...
She just needs to go to Target.
Literally. But Mary, have you heard of, I don't even know, where do people get their bathing suits? I don't know, Old Navy?
I feel like Target.
Target, Old Navy,
yeah.
Old Navy. Walmart.
Walmart.
Okay,
Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon.
That's true.
Mary,
That's true.
she probably has heard of
She
Amazon.
just needs that 2-day shipping.
Would Mary have Amazon Prime?
Join us next week.
Consumerism.
Literally.
But I think if we're going to talk about would Mary wear a bikini, my question is, would you guys wear a bikini?
No.
No. She's like, short answer, no.
I did. And it was for the wrong reasons. I literally was like, I'm skinny. Because I had dealt with a lot of body image issues while in high school, and my weight fluctuated a lot. And then I liked a guy, and when I like a guy, I don't eat. It's not healthy. Don't do that. So, and then I lost a lot of weight, and I was like, ooh, I'm skinny. I'm gonna wear a bikini. Yeah. So no, not good reasons. I was just oh, I'll look good in it. I've never worn one before, and I'll look good. I don't anymore because I've changed my views on modesty and my attire.
Yeah.
But that's the honest truth. That's, yeah.
I usually I wear shorts and a t-shirt because I become a fish. And I just start flopping my arms into the water. And I just,
Fish have arms.
That's so funny.
My fins. I flap my fins in the water. Oh. So there's a lot of movement, and there's volleyball or frisbee.
Oh, that's fair. Just practicality. It's it's not.
I'm gonna show everything if I start jumping around, especially in a bikini.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's even interesting, what you were saying as well of, your reasoning for why you wanted to wear it. Mm-hmm. When Madeline and I were looking up the history of bathing suits, we were actually not bathing suits, but bikinis specifically, not just bathing suits. We're actually floored. Madeline, please, drum roll. Please give us this history.
So I couldn't tell you about the origin of bathing suits, like Z said, but bikinis. So back in it's either 1946, 1947, there was a man, and he got on his head that he wanted to create a really small bikini for women. So he marketed as the smallest bikini, world's smallest bikini. And he couldn't find a model. No model wanted to, show it off or anything. Right. So he found, I think she was even from another country, but a prostitute to model it for him because she was comfortable. I think she was like a dancer or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that's how it first got publicized. And then for the next, and then right after that, another man created something that he labeled, oh my gosh. Wow, I'm totally missing a big aspect of it. So the bikini name comes from a coral reef that's named Bikini Atoll or something like that, atoll. And when you're thinking like, oh, coral reef, that's like kind of cute.
That's beautiful and they're
inspirational,
protected.
literally. But no, it's because it was a coral reef where atom bombs were tested. And so it's like, and so the whole aspect of it was to be like an atom, like blow up, you know, it's like this huge thing that nobody's ever seen before. And then, and like explode. And then the following year, a man created another bikini that he labeled as smaller than the world's smallest bikini. And then he named that one the Atom.
Oh.
And so it's just kind of like bouncing off of that, like on that. And then there was actual countries, like I know Europe, like countries in Europe, and then Australia. And I actually don't know about the US, but probably they banned the bikini. They wouldn't let people see that. And then around in the mid 1950s is when all countries really started like opening it up to that, and then y'all have seen the result of it since then.
Yeah,
but
like it's very popular.
But there was another. I read this. This was what really caught my attention while I was reading it. It said as it got getting popular, especially to men. So it's like men were the one who liked it. Like that's what got it popular because men liked looking at it. And so it's like literally the bikini is literally made for the men's view.
Okay, kind of on topic, but also off topic. That makes me think of like Victoria's Secret because it was created by a man who wanted to make lingerie comfortable for men to shop at. That was like the original Victoria's Secret. Like the departments were made so that men felt comfortable. So they were like cigar lounge vibes, so that they would like go in and buy their wives like lingerie.
I see.
I did not know.
And then it was taken over by another man who was like, no, I'm gonna make lingerie like
for men
for like the women to aspire to, almost like a twisting of
interesting.
Yeah. Anyways,
it's interesting too because even you see like I saw this thing on the internet and I'm pretty sure it was an article, but it was about someone who truly understands. They're like, you can tell when a designer truly understands like the weight of a woman and like the beauty of a woman, and you see like it in the way that they design the clothing, and you see the women wearing them and they look beautiful. And then, you know, it's just like, that I feel like that dynamic is like what's coming to mind when you're saying of like it being created just for that gaze like and like that kind of attention.
Yeah, but I think something like that, like it's been lost, like that origin story.
I never knew that.
And like Autumn, I used to wear a few bikinis, but it's because I was really fit and I wanted to show that. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I look good in it.
Yeah. So I feel like for me, like, I mean, I've worn bikinis in my lifetime, but like, and I've always been like a pretty fit person, but like, I never really, every time I give like my testimony about the faith, I'm like, listen, all my life, I wasn't like like I was running from God, but it wasn't like a conscious thought in my brain of like, I'm rebelling and like, I want to look good. Like, it was just not a thought in my mind.
Right. Like just going with the culture.
It was just like, this is just what I'm wearing.
It's like, this is what everyone's wearing, so that's what I'm gonna wear.
Yeah, and like even hearing this origin story, like when I was reading that, I was like, oh, okay. Like even now, like, I mean, I don't wear bikinis now, and I'm not like shaming any woman who does, but after reading that history, like I was moved by that. Like, it just, it almost, like, it made me kind of angry. Like, it's just, like, that's sad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, oh, the point of this was for guys to look in my body. Cool.
Yeah. And it's so normalized, like, advertised. That's what's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like, obviously, you're going to the beach, you're getting in the water or you're getting in the pool, very practically, like, there are swimsuits that you can wear. What do you guys wear when you go to the beach? Or even, like, we're having, like, warmer weather now. It's so hot. As I have on a sweater. Yeah. But, like, Georgia. I'm generally just a cold person. But it is very hot.
Yeah.
But, like, where do you tend to lean for warmer weather, for the beach?
So I generally wear I have tankinis.
Love a good tankini.
I now have a baby. So and she still breastfeeds. So there's gotta be access. So some one pieces are just they're just not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And so tankinis work really well. I am kind of going through a dilemma because I'm trying to find bathing suits that I can breastfeed with that aren't, because breastfeeding bathing suits are kind of not really a thing. Some of them are, but they're all $80 to $100, and I'm I can't.
Oh my
Classic.
gosh, yeah.
So I'm looking at V-neck stuff, but then you're trying to find things that are tasteful, not here they all are.
Yeah.
Because I can do a nursing cover situation. So that's been interesting with having intention behind the clothes that I wear when I'm buying. Okay, this may be a little bit more revealing, but the intention behind it is definitely not to be. And how can I balance that? Because I have to feed my child. But that's swimwear. In regards to warmer weather and stuff, I love cotton or linen. I have pants, linen pants, and they're breezy wide leg pants, and I love them. I am breezy. I'm easy breezy.
Easy
beautiful.
breezy beautiful. Have a girl.
Yeah. I just got an Old Navy. Shout out to Old Navy. Okay. Old Navy has so many 100% cotton items that are really cute and not crop tops or super short shorts or anything like that, or and I got this maxi dress, and I feel so breezy in it. It is so amazing. I wear that and I feel like a light feather in the wind. And it's 100% cotton, so it's super breathable. So I find, trying to get those cotton pieces, you can find really budget friendly stuff on Amazon, on Old Navy. I mean, Walmart is now selling organic cotton t-shirts
Crazy.
for $9.
They've really upped their clothing game recently.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's not gonna break the bank. It's possible. I find that really helps in the warmer weather, is those cotton skirts, those cotton linen pants.
I love it.
Yeah.
I usually just wear skirts here and there, maxi skirts, and then not to swim, just for
She's wearing a maxi.
oopsie.
I mean, every time I see that in old period pieces where they get thrown in the water and
Yeah,
all those
I'm like,
layers,
I
I'm
wanna do
she's
that.
gonna drown.
I mean, it could be me. I wear shorts, but there was a sale, and it was at Urban Outfitters, and yeah, it was just men's shorts, and I was like, wow, this fits me well, and it's really nice. It's black, so it goes with everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I had some old tops where it's doesn't really show the stomach. It's mostly straps.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think for warmer weather, I wear t-shirts. I love t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes wear this, actually. I know it's crazy, and I'm not cold.
I'm not cold natured.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's what it is. I forgot. But yeah, because sometimes I do get hot, especially because we're in Georgia.
Ugh.
It's
It's muggy.
I want to wear something cute. I want to wear layers because I love layers, especially during the winter. But then when it goes to a hotter temperature in the afternoon where the sun is just blazing on me, I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So I usually just bring a t-shirt to change in, or
Well, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel I usually wear either a one piece or I have this really cute swim dress.
Swim dresses.
I knew you were gonna bring it up.
that.
I was with you when you bought it.
Oh my gosh, yeah!
Yeah.
I
There's
totally
swim
forgot about
dresses.
that.
Swim dresses are so cute. I
Shout
forgot
out.
about
It's
that.
really cute.
those exist.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're very cute. I got it for $2.
Yeah.
At a thrift store or something. Weren't we? It was a thrift
It
store.
was, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, I usually wear
swim
that, or
dresses.
in warmer weather. I mean, I'm thinking just practicality, shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mm.
But just I always like to, I feel present myself in a nicer way, no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so I try and look nicer. But I think when it comes to modesty, it's always finding that balance of okay, I need to be practical, and then I also want to be in line with what I believe in, who I am, and the message that I want to put forth. I think the conversation of modesty, I feel, is obviously always a hot topic.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Any girls talk or anything. It's a hot topic. It's a sensitive topic. But I think that it can be done very well. And I also think that it's a hot topic because it is relevant. Like, it is what's happening is that there's this confusion and wrestling about what it means to be modest. So if you guys could sum up in your own words what you have experience of what the church teaches about modesty, what would you say?
Oof.
You're like, sum it up.
Sum it up. Just the
Actually,
whole church
5.
teaching.
I was about to say 5 words. 5 sentence. I don't know. Whatever. Just sum it up.
Uh,
Forget me. Forget
okay,
him here.
Dignity comes to mind.
Yeah.
So, like, understanding your dignity in relation to, like, the Lord. Intention, I think, is, like, a really, like, I'm just going to throw out words, okay? We're going to throw out words. Dignity. Intention. Like, we were just discussing, like, what is your intention behind it? Literally just reality, you know, like, what does this article of clothing, what is the purpose of this article of clothing? Okay, so, like, if you're walking around wearing a bra, like, with no shirt on, I mean, the purpose of it is a bra. You should put a top on. I'm not saying that everybody does that, but I have seen it. Okay, I have. I've been on a college campus. I have.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, the purpose of the article of clothing, like, what is it drawing attention to? But yeah, and then, like, you're like, how would you, just relationally, like, okay, what is this saying about, like, my relationship with God? Like, is someone gonna look at me in this and think, like, oh, even if they don't know me, like, if I said, oh, I'm a Christian, would they know, like, oh, yeah, that makes sense from the way you look that you could be a Christian? Or is it gonna be like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the words I'm throwing out.
Intention, dignity. I love
dignity.
it. Yeah, that's a good direction.
Yeah. I will give you 5 words.
5 words. Wow.
Your body is
Wait.
a temple.
She can't count.
Yes, that is a good summary. Your
Yes.
body is a temple. Your body is a temple. Like,
it is.
yeah, and
It's forgotten.
because your body is a temple, then you should treat it as such. And so it's like, it matters what I put on my body. What you're like, something came to mind.
Well,
Please share.
Because I think a lot of the times when we talk about modesty, it always goes back to, like, oh, are you wearing enough clothes? But, like, on the flip side, it's like, okay, but if your body is a temple, are you adorning it as a temple? Like, or are you going out and, like, now, I'm not saying this as, like, someone who doesn't do that. Okay, I love a good oversized sweatshirt, t-shirt, and shorts where I look like a potato sack. I do, because it feels really comfortable. But, like, we're talking about practicality, right? So, like, is it adorning my temple if I go out in, like, my hair is a ratty nest and I feel gross and I have like this giant t-shirt enveloping my entire body and I have just, like, no confidence in my whole being? Like, is that showing that I'm a daughter of God? Probably not. Which is, I think, the other side, because I think some people will, like, okay, well, I need to be modest, so I need to just, like, cover my whole body. No one can perceive me. Do not look at my existence. But we want people to see our existence because we are gifts and we shine the light of God through our own uniqueness. And so we don't want to shroud that in the way that we dress either.
Yeah.
I think it ties into, like, also mental health. Because a lot of times my mom would say that. She would be like, yeah, you need to brush your hair. You got to fix this and that. But, like, with good, loving intention. Because, yeah, I was feeling bad that day. And I was like, I'll do it later. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Why do I have to do this now? And it's like, I'm stuck in my own comfortability. And I'm afraid to fix that because I'm so comfortable. And I think that's the aspect of, like, how we present ourselves is kind of the same way. We want to be comfortable and we don't want to fix the things or just, like, change a little. Because before I would just be in leggings and a t-shirt all the time because I wanted to be comfortable. Then I started wearing jeans to bed.
What?
Okay. That, I'm just, that's like psychotic behavior.
Okay.
Why were you,
How long did you do that?
I just, like, okay.
All of us snapped in.
It was for a mission trip. But, like, I got used to it.
So you came home and you were like,
Oh,
this
I
is
understand.
comfy.
You're letting go of the need for comfortability.
Yeah.
I understand.
Gotcha.
I was like,
okay.
Oh.
what?
I think you mean you were just like, oh, I
I'm
wear
so
jeans
tired.
now.
I was like, okay.
No, every time I have outside clothes and inside the house clothes.
Gotcha.
So I always
gotcha.
change.
Okay.
So you would put jeans on?
Okay, for a mission trip, because we had limited clothes, I would wear the clothes that I need to the next day. So maybe I did wear jeans.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
That's
I
making
see,
so
I
much
see.
sense.
But like
I
at
see.
home, why would I do that?
I
I mean,
know.
I
Yeah,
could.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
And maybe I. No,
Okay.
I'm joking.
Okay. I was picturing you at home putting on jeans.
Yeah,
before
I
lying
was
in
very
bed.
jarred by that.
Well, okay, there was a couple times because I had to wake up at 3 a.m. to go to work.
Oh, so practical. Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
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 Yeah. I respect that. what I what I got from what you said though, honestly, in the midst of the craziness of sleeping in jeans, is that what you wear actually like affects you. Like
yeah.
like you're saying, like if you're having a bad day, it's like you're like, oh, I don't feel like dressing up. Like I remember the day after I had a really bad breakup, and like I dress up every day. Like it does not matter if I'm leaving the house. Like I am intentionally put on an outfit. I had on like this massive hoodie, which I'm not saying it's bad to go out in like a hoodie. You know, you have your days.
Right. But
But it was reflecting how
Yeah.
I was feeling interiorly. That like I had this massive hoodie on, my hair was thrown up in a bun, like I had on these like ripped sweatpants that had holes in, like it was like terrible. I'm like tears in my eyes. And it's like the way that I was dressing myself was like this visual like
do not
embodiment.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
depressed.
That like it was communicating something that like I'm not okay, or like I don't
Yeah.
want to talk, I don't want to be approached. And so I think it can have the opposite effect as well of like when you are dressing with intention and with dignity in mind, like you do feel more like joyful. And like there are some, I don't know if you guys have this experience, but like there's some dresses I have in my closet, or like some outfits that you put on and you're like,
Yes.
I am a woman. Like I love being a woman. Like, and you
Yes.
just want to frolic in a field or
I
something.
know.
Like, I
That's how
don't
that
know.
cotton dress makes me feel. That like,
That's how I feel in linen, and I'm
Yes.
just like frolicking in the field. It's so it really does affect us. I think that like the way that we dress, like not only has an effect on us, but it also has an effect on the people around us, whether that's like men or even women. Have you guys had any experience with that, or have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think when other women dress in a way, like when your girlfriends are dressed up, like it makes you want to dress up, and it makes
Yeah.
you feel like good about yourself too. Like, I love it when you're like in a group chat and we're like, okay, what are we all wearing? You know, like
Yeah.
that's so
Mhm.
fun. Like it brings community, it uplifts each other, you know, like, and that's like a good aspect about like the clothes we wear, you know, like that is a good aspect about modesty, you know, dignity and intention. Like you're thinking about what you're going to wear, how's it going to look cute, like all that stuff. And so I think that's really good. But I also think like, yeah, it has an effect on other people, either in a positive way, like it can bring joy to their day, and seeing you in this like bright, colorful outfit, you know, like an amount of times like I've seen someone, like a girl in a really cute outfit. I'm like, you look so cute. And then she's like, thanks, you know, like stuff like that. But it can also like be a distraction. Like the amount of times I've been specifically like it's in mass, but I've also been like at a Target and I've seen like middle schoolers wearing like crop tops and like low-rise shorts. And I'm scared. I'm like, you're 11. Why are you wearing that? That's terrifying. So it's like distracting. It's like, you know, makes me worry. But also like in mass, like I've been in like standing and then like, you know, a girl comes by and she's wearing like a mini skirt, like literally right under her butt. And all my eyes goes to her butt. And I'm just like, okay, don't. And then I'm spending the whole mass thinking about her. And I'm trying to like turn it around. I'm like, I'm going to pray for her, like her family, like that, like they, you know, maybe have this conversation or enlightenment. I don't know. But like, it is a distraction to me. And like, I don't even have the vice of being like sexually attracted to women, you know? I say vice. I mean, it's a vice if you're a man and you're trying to be chaste. and you see like a girl in a mini skirt and you're just trying to be like, right, oh, now I can't
Well,
look at
it's
her.
nice to deliberate on that, not to be sexually attracted. to.
Yeah, I know.
Just
That's
to be clear.
I was like, this sounds wrong.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But like that weakness, like I don't have that weakness because I'm not sexually attracted to women. But like if I were, that would be make my mask 10 times harder.
Yeah.
And so like having intention of what you wear, but also like I was saying earlier, the reality of like what is the article of clothing bringing attention to? Like what is the purpose? So like, yeah, wearing a mini skirt, the only purpose is to like show off how good your legs look and bring attention to your butt. Like that's really it.
Yeah. I think if we really try and get at the heart of what we've been talking about, it's really that what you do with your body matters. Like you were saying, like your body is a temple. So it matters not only to you, but it matters to the people around you. It matters to random strangers that you don't even meet. It matters that you know and you understand that dignity within yourself. And it also matters that they know and they understand, or they're at least able to like turn their minds towards that and see you for who you are. We would love to continue to talk about this. Like I would love to hear about y'all's personal experiences with clothing and the ways that modesty in your faith have shaped that, as well as just like some women in your lives that have been examples of what that looks like. Like what does good, beautiful clothing and modest attire look like? But we will see you guys all back after the break. You're listening to Honest to God, AM 1160 The Quest, Atlanta's Catholic Radio. Welcome back. You're listening to Honest to God on AM 1160 The Quest, Atlanta's Catholic Radio. This is Mary's Garden. We were talking about, would Mary wear a bikini? And we think no. General consensus. Sorry, we don't make the rules.
We do on this podcast.
We do on this.
This podcast we say
Oh my gosh, I like cackled and then I like I don't even know. Like it was like a hiccup or something. I don't know. I'll never laugh again, actually. It's fine.
Stop that. Yes, you just did it.
Dang it, I broke my promise. Yeah, but would Mary wear a bikini? And again, like, obviously we came to the consensus of no, but again, we were talking about modesty and what that looks like as Catholic women. So I'm curious about y'all's personal experience with clothing in general, like from when you were, I think I started, honestly, elementary, middle school, high school, college, whatever area of you or of your life that you felt very like prominent, it was something that you were thinking about. What was that like?
Oh, I was really, really young. I was like a stereotypical girly girl. Like I was a Disney princess from the ages of like 4 to 8 every Halloween. I was a different Disney princess every Halloween, like every single time. So like I was watching like Bride Wars when I was 7 years old. Like I was obsessed with weddings and like wedding dresses. Like I loved clothes. I remember like when I found Justice, I was like, this is like the most incredible store in the entire world. Everything has glitter on it. I love it. So I was really young when I got like into like fashion and like wanting to dress, like having my clothes reflect like what I wore and like caring about my appearance. You know, I wanted to like have the bows in my hair and the glitter and the pink and all the things.
That's crazy. I was the opposite. Same store, I would just find like no glitter. I would wear pants and a t-shirt or like something, but it had like a funny saying. I was like kind of a tomboy, but at the same time, there was like purple in there.
See?
But yeah, same thing, but different.
Yeah, there's like the edgy side of Justice where it's like more turquoise and purple. And there's like black too, and there's less glitter.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side, which is like all glitter and pink and pastels.
I used to love Justice, but unfortunately I did grow up poor. And maybe fortunately, because I have a lot of gratitude for a lot of things in my life. So I could not afford Justice, but I did window shop there a lot. And one time I did find like one of those like half like tank top, but then it has like a crop top on top of it. Like it's like a
Yes.
2-shirt thing. I found it at a yard sale. It's $5.
Hey.
Yeah.
That was like me as well. I was a window shopper for Justice, but somehow my sister got a hold of one of those, like the double shirt with the one of the top one being cropped, and it said "Friends make me smile." And so I got it as a hand-me-down. I wore that thing to
phrases.
picture day. I love that shirt. That's one of my favorite shirts ever.
The phrases in Justice were just like
So funny.
It was just like,
what?
Yeah.
yeah. It was like friends are good.
Yeah.
And there was like a smiley
Live, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should make our own Justice line. Your body is a temple.
In
glitter.
Yeah.
And butterflies. So
Flowers,
many
yeah.
butterflies.
face. An option for no glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I definitely love clothing. Like I love fashion. I love to I just love to dress up. Not necessarily like fancy dress up, but
Yeah,
like dress
just have
up as in
intention
like
about your
curate an
outfits.
outfit.
Mhm.
Love that ever since I was in like maybe not in elementary school, but definitely middle school.
Yeah.
But I feel like I personally had like a shift in not only like intention, but mostly intention of what I was wearing, probably like around late high school. Obviously, I feel like you guys have a little more to the way that you dress now. I'm sensing that. But like what changed for you?
My faith. Yeah, a lot of my intention behind the clothes that I wore in high school was like, does this make me look as good as possible? But not in the sense of like a dignity, but like hot.
Yeah.
I was like, am I gonna look hot in this? You know? Or just like I got into like wearing like weird fashion things that were probably like less stereotypically hot. It was like weird, like avant-garde clothes in like high school, and I would take pictures and stuff. But it's still like the intention was like wanting attention
Yeah.
rather than wanting to dress in a way that was like made me feel good, but also felt good to my faith. And so the intention changed a lot to like, okay, how can I dress in a way that reflects myself as like a daughter of God? And just growing in my faith more, and wanting to have like be respectful of the men in my life, because I was like, oh man, I probably shouldn't be wearing that outfit en masse. Like that's kind of not respectful, or like just taking care of like their whatever they may be going through, because I just have no idea like what they might be dealing with. And so wanting to have more care for that, and just wanting to dress in a way that made me feel like I was respecting my faith more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like for me, I was uncomfortable with my body, but also like I didn't care at the same time, because I just felt like, oh, this is nice, this is easy, I don't have to think. And I think now, like you said, going a little deeper in my faith, not like I'm fully there, but there are some times where I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is comfortable, but like, am I actually like displaying myself as what?
A daughter of God in your unique way.
Yeah.
You know, like how
In my
would
unique way.
Alyssa dress? You know?
Like a princess, but like
But you're
edgy.
princess.
Not edgy.
But like edgy.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I feel like what we were saying in the first half is like it really does affect you, and like it says something about who you are, the clothes that you are wearing, and like not only what you're wearing, but like the intention that you have behind wearing them. And I personally, like, I don't think it's a bad thing to want to look good.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, like, you know, like, I mean, some days it's like the opposite, but like some days it's like, I love this outfit. Like, I look great. And it's like,
And that
finding
feels
that
so
integration between that vanity and like intention to like seek that attention like you were talking about versus like I'm actually just affirming the dignity that I've been made with, like the sanctity that is within me. Like this is actually holy, actually what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I loved what you said. Just had to say that.
She goes, wow. Madeline, do you feel like your experience with clothing has like shifted or I would necessarily say like your intention behind what you wear?
Like yes and no. Like growing up, my mom was very aware of making sure we were dressing modestly. But she also let me wear whatever I wanted. And so sometimes that resulted in like cut off jeans with an I Love New York shirt and those like high fuzzy socks with the designs on
High
them.
socks.
I lived in that for 2 years.
Awesome.
And like there was one time I like looked back and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, like why did you let me wear that? And she was like, well, you wanted to. So it's like I was just like, you were dressed appropriately. So she's like, and so she like I like that she did that because it really helped me find what I wanted to wear. And like when I was a kid, like young, absolutely hated dresses. Literally, I was like, as soon as we got back from church, I'd be out of a dress. I would wear shorts underneath my dress. I was like, I wasn't doing it. But as I got older, I think once I got like high school age for sure, I wanted to dress more feminine. But now I love fashion. I just love dressing up. Yeah. And I get excited, like you were saying, like some outfits, you're just like, I just really like how I look in this. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get excited because one of my coworkers, she's an older lady. She's like, I think she's like the same age as my mom or a little bit older. She reminds me a lot of my mom. But she comments on my outfits. She's like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. So sometimes I'll put it on in the morning. I'll be like, Lori will really like this outfit.
Oh my God.
Yes. Shout out Lori.
No, literally. Lori, we love you.
I love you. I don't know you, but I love you.
That's amazing. I love that. And I think something that you said made me think of church attire. Because we were talking about wearing a bikini, but also like there's practicality to the things that you would wear. Like we're not going to be running into the ocean in our maxi skirts unless, you know, you're doing some kind of like
photo shoot.
Yeah, thing. Like my friends once, oh my gosh, my friend had a wedding in Mexico on the beach. And I was in the wedding, everyone else is in the wedding, and like they have on their dresses. Everyone jumps in the water, and she has like these waiters working her wedding who were like, they were amazing, super fun. They were locals. They're screaming out, and we like can't hear what they're saying, but what they're saying is, get out of the water, get out of the water. Like it's infested with crocodiles. Like get out. Like, and we were like, gosh. So we run out, and then we were like, okay, maybe those people were being dramatic. We go on an excursion the next day. The tour guides were telling them, we're like, yeah, it was such a fun wedding. We jumped in the ocean. And they were like, what? They're like, that area? It's like infested. They were like, you guys are like lucky that no one like died.
Oh.
So that's what happens when you jump in the water. In a maxi skirt.
That reminds me. Oh, sorry. Are you?
No, no, I'm done.
That reminds me. There was one time me and my friends took a beach trip, and it was like the whole gang, all like the girls and guys and stuff. And like one of my friends, her dad and his brother. That's unnecessary. We were down at the beach, and one day it was raining, and it was like right after we come back from mass. And so we all just went out there in our dresses, and we were just like dancing in the rain for like an hour. And it was so fun because like cars were driving by. It was a neighborhood, but like, and they were like, you know. And so we were like, there was a puddle splashing in, but that made me think of that. So
that's so fun. It's so free too. It
really is. I'm like, oh, I love being a woman.
Man.
Like a woman.
But yeah, like you change the clothes that you wear based on what you're doing. And I think something
what we were talking about.
I know, I was like, wait a minute. Like I forgot what we were talking about.
Women.
I think something that's very relevant to our lives as Catholic women who go to mass every Sunday and hopefully sometimes during the week. What is different about your attire when you go to mass versus like you're going to work or you're going to hang out with a friend?
So when I go to mass, I don't know, it was like a few years ago where like I kind of made this it's a personal thing, so don't feel like I'm being like, all women need to do this. Not at all. I just like felt this conviction that I should wear only skirts and dresses to mass. And I think it mostly came from like kind of one like what like intention of what I'm going to wear to mass, and also like humbling, because sometimes like I just don't want to wear a skirt. Like I just want to wear my jeans and or my pants because it's just like more comfortable or it's easier. And like I can think less about like, oh, what am I going to wear? But then it's like it brings a humility to have to be like, okay, I'm not going to wear what I want to wear. I'm going to wear what I think is going to be uplifting to the Lord. Like if people are seeing me at mass, I want it to reflect the importance of why we are here. And so we're at mass to glorify and praise the Lord, the King of the universe, who is literally present to us. And so like I want to dress in a way that reflects that isn't like, that makes sense for the occasion, right? So like I'm not gonna wear like a ball gown, even though that would like when you say like the King of the universe, you should wear a ball gown. But that's just not how our society works. So it would actually be immodest to wear a ball gown, because then everybody would be like, what is she
looking at you and not the Lord?
They'd be like, why is this girl in a ball gown? So, but to me, like to dress up is to put on a skirt, is to wear a dress. Like I don't necessarily wear that every single day. And so I want to wear something that is elevated, that is heightened, because the occasion deserves that if I'm going to be present to the Lord. I used to veil, but since having my baby, that has not happened, because she will rip it out of my head, and it just doesn't happen. But that was like a beautiful way to also bring my mind to like the purpose of the mass. Like I am the Lord's bride. He is my bridegroom. And so I'm going to veil what is sacred for him. And it helped me mentally to like bring my attention to that when I was at mass. Which is, I like, if you haven't tried veiling, like I would give it a go. Like I think it's just really a great way to like, not as like if you're not holy enough unless you veil. Like that's not the point. The point is to like help you bring your attention to the Lord. And like, how can we do that? And I think veiling is like a really great way to help bring your mind to like focusing on God and not making it about you.
Yeah, so, I would agree. Yeah. I've thought veils were super cool, honestly, because I was looking into Catholicism when I was in high school, and so that was like my big thing. Fell in love with the Lord there, and I was like, that's so sick. Like I was like, I want to do that. And so my friend, actually, who is not a practicing Catholic anymore, she wasn't practicing really at the time, for my 18th birthday she bought me my first veil. And I still wear that veil to this day. It's very dirty from all the incense, and like I'm trying to wash it. But like for me it was so beautiful because it was helpful for me interiorly to like, when I put this veil on my head, like as I'm walking to the church, I put it on my head. Like that is a signal to me that like there's something different about when you are outside of this building versus when you are here in the presence of the Lord. Like pay attention. Like to me it's like pay attention. And like when I'm getting dressed in the morning for like Sunday mass, it's like pay attention. Like the king of kings is here. Yeah. So I think I would have to second your thing about trying veiling. And I don't think that every single person needs to do this, but I definitely think it is a very beautiful spiritual practice that has helped me enter into the liturgy more. Yeah. What about you, Alyssa?
So I kind of veil. Sometimes I get scared because I'm like, okay, I'm going to be thinking about the whole mass. Today's not the day. Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes, I'm like your kid and I pull on it here and there. And like, does it look weird? I don't know. Because sometimes I have an emergency scarf in my car and I wear it like a veil. And I'm like, okay, this is great. I don't have to worry about anything. And it's just, being able to present myself, but also knowing what the intention is. Because sometimes, I need to be humilified. Is that the word? Humilify.
That sounds not.
You need to be humbled.
I just need to be humbled. Humilified. I don't know.
Sounds too close to like humility.
It sounds
I think
like
you're
humility.
fire.
I think
Yeah.
I think
It
you're
also sounds
mixing
like
horrified.
humiliation.
I think you're mixing horrified and humility.
Maybe.
gonna-
She's like, I don't know.
Oh,
You guys are supposed to help.
Humilified? Is that what you're trying to say? I think that would just be like humble, right?
Humble.
Humble,
I need to be
yeah.
humbled.
You
Yeah.
need to be humbled.
Yeah.
Trust
You're
me.
being humbled right
I was a
now,
middle school
sorry.
youth minister. I've been humbled many times.
Yeah, and just like wearing a veil humbles me because I'm like, yeah, stop thinking about yourself. No one's looking at you. You're literally
Mhm.
fine. And the same thing with my clothes of just like, yeah, people are not looking at me, but they are. Like, it's like, I love how you said like the bridegroom
Mm.
and being the bride because I was like, yeah, when you said the question, I was like, it's like a date with Jesus. And it's really fun. But also like meeting your parents, well, your spouse's, your boyfriend's parents for the first time. It's just like, how am I being perceived? Like, I want to look good. I want to,
Yeah, like your best self.
like, fix myself up. And like,
Um,
because like he died on the cross, because I'm thinking of St. Catherine's, the cross is like so high to the
Yeah.
top. So he's literally looking down. So he can see everything. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, well, I want to make sure that what he sees is that I am like a temple, that I am his child, that I am loved by him, but also like I want to present my best self to him. And in that way, I want to have my internal goods, my internal,
Interior.
Yeah.
yes, my interior.
To reflect your exterior.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's very beautiful. I think even seeing like the mass, specifically a Sunday mass too,
Right.
because that's, you think of daily mass, like people who have the grace to be able to go to daily mass in their day, super awesome. But, you know, they're going to church, or the
They're going to
mom
work
who's like going to,
afterwards.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's like they're wearing whatever, but I think, I mean, not whatever, but like,
it's better that they go to daily mass than they skip it because they're not dressed the way they
exactly.
would like to be.
Yeah. And so I think it's very beautiful just to see the elevation of the Sunday liturgy, because it is the
Mhm.
highest liturgy. It's the solemnity, and we're all like, I just love it. I'm walking to mass. I'm like, you guys look great.
Yeah.
I don't say that, but like I'm thinking it.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I love. There was a few weeks ago. I was up in Dahlonega at St. Luke's, and I was sitting up closer to the front. So I was obviously, when everyone's coming back from communion, I'm looking at them. But I was watching everyone. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's glowing. I was like, everyone looks so like beautiful,
Mm.
like men and women both. I was like, oh my, like these are God's people. Like it was just so. I was like, yeah, that reminded me.
Yeah. Do you guys, can you think of any saints or even people in your lives that like you looked at them and you're like, man, like that's so beautiful. You're so beautiful. That you see as this model for modesty.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of someone in my personal life. Do you have anyone? Okay.
She's ready. She's ready. Let's go.
Stop. My mom, she is a girly girl, but at the same time, she rocks like whatever pants. I don't know what they're called because like she speaks Vietnamese, and so do I. But
Fun fact.
yeah, it's just like being able to see like how many clothes she has where she pairs it with like that cutoff thingy. I don't know what it's called, or like
a cardigan.
A poncho? Those are in. No,
Yeah.
like the linen ponchos. Not
Yeah.
linen, but like knitted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
They're
thinking
so
Like
cute.
a range.
I was like,
Yeah.
I love wearing my rainbow to the best.
exactly. Or like she's able to pair things, but she's so modest. I'm like, wow. Like if only I had that many clothes and be able to layer it, because she wears skirts, but she also wears pants. Like how does that woman? I mean, my mom.
How does
wear
she do it?
so many different color pants, but like different material, and she's so feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful. That
Yeah.
your example's your mom. Like that's so tender. I love that.
And Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Any others?
Personal or just like in general?
Just in general.
There's an Instagram account. I think it's called like Dress Like the Saints or Dress Like.
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah,
She
I've
is
seen
so
her.
cute. Like all of her outfits are so like they're layered. They're like very thoughtful, and like her whole thing is like she'll dress in modern day how she thinks saints would dress.
my mom.
That's so cool. That is not your mom.
That's
That is not your mom. She's like 20.
she's like, no.
I'm a baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I think it's like dressed like the saints or dressing as the saints or something, but like super cute. Like all of her things are like super, like they're very inspiring. They're very like creative and very cute. I really like Cecilia Jean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really like the stuff that she posts. A lot of her, I think like it's just very classy and like really cute. And she's a mom, so like a lot of it like relates to me. So I'm like, oh
Like,
yeah, I know that.
that's me.
Cute. But I like, honestly, just like will make Pinterest boards. I'm like, that's modest. I like that look.
Yeah, and like being creative, like
Yeah.
honestly, like I think it takes like making that decision of, yes, I want to dress with intention and I want to dress who the woman that I am. But also like, where do I go from there? And so I think those are great examples. Obviously, I wish that everyone who's listening to this could be your mom.
Yeah.
And she could do just like a fashion show for us.
Yeah,
and we
just
just
do a little twirl.
But again, there's so many different resources out there of what that should look like. And it takes, a lot of time and creativity to just try and create your own style, but in the light of the faith. And I think the most perfect example, and this is like my own personal example as well, is like our Blessed Mother.
Oh yeah.
I think she is obviously the epitome of modesty, but again, would Mary wear a bikini? No. It's like she also was a first century Jewish woman, so she would have been pretty darn covered, like way more covered than we are
right now.
But something that I think about in like when she appears in her apparitions is that everyone, like in certain apparitions, they talk about just like the light of glory. And I think that is what we as women should imitate. Yes, Mary and her virtue, but in the way that she appeared, like so graciously shined like the Lord's glory. And so when we're getting dressed and whether that's going to the beach or going to mass or going to hang out with a friend, like, am I dressing in a way that is like shining forth the Lord's glory? And like that doesn't have to be in a head covering and to the what do you call those things? Ankles.
Yeah.
But it does need to be with intentionality to reaffirm the truth that we, not only as women, but just men as well, just in general, that we are sacred, that our bodies are sacred, that our bodies are a temple. Alyssa, would you do the honors of praying us out?
I would love to. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Dearest Father, thank you for the women in this room, as well as the women in our lives and the men in our lives as well. Please guide and center us through every step of our way. Allow us to truly feel and know that we are your daughter, but also your beloved. And thank you for just everything that you allow us to experience. And thank you for our listeners as well. And for the women who are listening and for the men who are listening. Just allow them to receive everything that we said, with the grace of the Lord. As we say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
In the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. We hope you guys will be back next time. You're listening to Honest to God on AM 1160 The Quest, Atlanta's Catholic Radio.